Hiya people, it's me again, God blimey. Uh, I've been bad the last few days. Got the doctor out yesterday and I've got to go in Aussie when they find room. How about that, eh? When they find room. But anyway, that's enough about me. Uh, Listen, I just want you to tell me what kind of films have you watched? What kind of TV series have you watched? What kinds of and enjoyed, by the way, and what kinds of films and series that, you didn't. You said they're awful now. And you reckon that the American, like, TV series um, are far better than, British TV series. No, things like that, that's all, what do you think of them? What do you think of them? That's Reynolds. Oh, no, Frank, hope you're well today. I didn't think I'd be able to do this, to be honest. But here I am. Here I am, Dad. To be best. I was watching a film, and Steve Evans, he rang me up, was it yesterday or the day before, I'm not quite so sure now. And he said about a series, Dark Matter, or a pilot. So I said, okay. I said, I've just started just the opening sequence, and you can get it on YouTube, somewhere along YouTube. It's one of the streams. I said, a true story called The Alphabet Murders. The Alphabet Murders. Here's your pew, pew. We're all sad tomorrow, John. We're all sad. Do us a favour, John, if you're still there. How's it the Papes get on, in their league? I don't follow, I'm being honest, John, I don't follow them. I only follow them when you're on, saying that they won. So let me know if they've won anything, please. Thank you. And Paul Taylor. Morning, Frights. You get around to watching Night Skies with Jason Connery? We were on about it a few weeks ago, and it's available on. I'll watch that. I'll watch that. I don't mind Jason Connery, and because of his dad was so famous. Because of his dad was so famous. It restricted him. That's in my opinion. Actually, that's in my opinion. Jason Connery. But I'll have a look at it, Paul. I'll have a look. Got to the playoffs, lost 2-1 to Prescott. Oh, that's the Papes. That's the Papes, lads and girls. Oh, I'm sorry about that, John. A hell of a season, yeah. At least they're bloody trying, aren't they? I'm dead sorry about that, though, going out, losing in the playoff to Prescott. Prescott are not a bad side either. No. So anyway, I've got to say about this film, The Alphabet Murders. And what I watched, the opening sequence was good. You just see a street, ordinary street, houses on both sides. And you see this little girl walking down about 10, 11. And she's walking down the street from school. And a car pulls up. The car. And the door opens. And she looks and she gets in. And the next, it just cuts to this little girl running down, and it's not a street, it's a road. And she's screaming, help me, help me. And then she runs into, a thicket with there's trees, the usual trees, and there's a bit of a river there. And she's screaming, help me, help me. And she gets behind this tree, and you see this fella walking down, in the distance he's walking down. And he grabs her. So I said, oh, what's this? True story, I suppose. And I told Steve Evans, I said, Steve, looks great. I said, I'm going to watch it tonight. It was dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Honestly, I was going to text Steve, I was going to say, listen, Steve, don't be bothered watching that. Horrible. Pathetic. I like the leading lady in it though. Some Wednesday, I've seen her in a few things. That's why I watched it, to be honest. Another one, Frank, is that, yeah, I've seen that. That's a cracker, that. I've seen that, Paul. I've seen it, mate. Talk us down. About 2 young Americans going over to, to Moscow for, on a business trip. We'll be able to do that now, will we? Going over to Moscow. These stupid people. Anyway, yeah, it's a good film. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, Paul. I really enjoyed it. But you do get, I think the best, this is just my opinion, I think the best alien thing, my opinion, is the extraterrestrial. I think that was a cracking film by the Vicious Brothers. And when you look at it carefully, extraterrestrial, you've got to take on everything. And I mean everything from the music to like little snippets of things. The likes of the X-Files, for example. It's really good. It's really good. Extraterrestrial. But loads of films, like that film where Fire in the Sky, there's a take on that as well. It's brilliant. One of the best films I've seen about aliens. That's the one, Frank. I enjoyed that one. What did you think of? Brilliant. That's why I followed M. Night Shyamalan. The director, writer and director. That's a cracking film, that. It really is a cracking film. Joaquin Phoenix. I forget the girl's name in it now. She's only a little kid, but she's a big star now. She's a big star now, major star. But yeah, absolutely brilliant science. It's about the crop circles, isn't it, really? So you've got to think, where do these crop circles come from? How did he get there? Because they showed one, I don't know whether it was British or American, and they actually showed one, a crop circle, from above. Was it British or American? I'm not quite so sure. But you don't see any paths. Oh, that's all you see, the crop circles. And they were zooming in, they were saying there's no paths. So it couldn't have been a hoax by people. And if it was, they've done a brilliant job. They've done a Michelangelo-esque job, if you think about it. So, crop circle. The Anfield Road. What happened to you? I thought you were coming on the show, the pod. I thought you were coming on the pod. Waiting for you, waiting for some. We were waiting for some contact for you. I was looking every day, and I don't go on Facebook, but I was looking through Messenger. I was looking through everything to see if I could see zilch. Jason was as well. He produces everything. So morning Anfield, the Anfield Road. Extraterrestrialism in my top 3 alien invasion films. Paul, yeah, definitely. And he carries on by saying, you will, nice guy, you will, obviously, like, I'm looking forward to what you think. Very intense, like extraterrestrial. Night skies. Tell me so, oh no, was it that? I watched the series. I watched the series called Dark Skies or something like that. And I'm going back a few years ago. And it was real. And it was this fella, about this little married couple. And they see something. And then you've got the Majestic, that, which is there, the proper Majestic group in America. And they go after these young couple. Because it's like, shall I say, Edward Snowden and Julian Assange, when they've, exposed things, they go after them. I can't think of the lad's name. The main character, Eric. I forget his surname because you don't see this fella much, but he's good. And the fella heads of the Majestic. You've seen him load. He's got one of them faces where you go, oh yeah, but you don't know the name, if you know what I mean. He's dead now, by the way, as well. So, Night Skies, yeah. It's not that, is it? It's not what I'm thinking of. Is it a series or is it Paul? Is it a series or is it just a film? What's up, Doc? 1972. I bet you were sitting there holding hands, weren't you? With the then your girlfriend, bonkers. Oh, isn't this lovely? So. Neil Bradley. What's your top 3 British movies? Kes, Scum, and Angela's Ashes. My choice. Well, they're British, aren't they? Yeah. Um, three British. Kez will be there. I'll tell you another good one, British. But the main stars were Americans. David Norton. And that was Bad Moon Rising's in it, the song. And Brian Glover's in this pub in Yorkshire. What was the name of it? A Werewolf in London. A Werewolf in London. Cracker. The Wiz. Morning, Frank and chat. Hope you're well. I've got to go into Aussie. I have to go into Aussie. Can't wait for me to get into Aussie. So, our Romanian friend. Hello and happy weekend, says Ali Noose. Hiya, Ali. Hiya, Ali, mate. Norman. What a Frank. Watched a film called Family on Prime last night. Charles Bronson and Jill Ireland. Bit strange, I felt. Although Jill Ireland, what a pair of knockers. Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah, both of them are dead, yeah. That'll be the day, 1973, the Beatles. That'll be the day. Wasn't there? That'll be the day. It was Ringo Starr, though, wasn't it? Was it Ringo Starr? Neil Broderick, A Taste of Honey. Never liked. I actually brought Rita Tushing, A Beautiful Lady. Beautiful. Around the Catholic Cathedral, showing her things. She was excited. I blew her mind, actually. What I was showing her, she went, wow. She said, I'm so glad I bumped into you. Because so far, one of their guys, one of the guys said, we'll see him over there. Let him explain things. But I can't explain. And I said to her, to Rita, I said, I never liked that taste of honey, She just laughed. She just laughed. I said, it was too dark for me. I said, I expected something. But anyway, that was that. But she laughed, Neil. And I didn't like it, obviously. Yeah, American Werewolf in London. That's it, Ray. That's it, mate. Yeah. Fallen Skies with Will Patton was good. They did 5 series, Fallen Skies. Fallen Skies. Do you know what I've heard of that? The last best series I've watched from America, there was a few. One is called You're On It. You're On It. Cracking series. 2 main protagonists in it. Brilliant. And then The Outsider. Brilliant. Brilliant. And then there was another one Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman is in the Outsider, actually. And it was Ozark, but I only watched the first series because they condensed, aren't they, to like 8 or 10. I watched it through. And the second series, you just go, no, it goes on, it drags things out, which is unnecessary, to be honest. And Norman says he looked a tough bloke, Charles. He was a very hard man. Very hard. And Ringo Starr and David Essex says the late, the Whiz Kid. Yes. Yeah. It was a cracker film, though. Billy Fiore was in it. Billy Fiore. Have you seen David Essex now today? My ex, she went to see him non-stop for 30 years. She loved him. You know, if he's playing here in Liverpool or surrounds an area like Southport or somewhere, she always went to see him. David Essex, and really, he never had that. Oh, me close down, let me go. Oh no. We could do that. More or less talked as songs, didn't we? TW. Oh, the Frank up the backaches, please. No, I've got to go into Aussie tea. I've got to go into Aussie. Something seriously wrong with me. Unfortunately, I've got to wait for this. I don't know what he is, this fella. I don't know what he is. And I've got to wait for him. I don't know where he is. And he said it could be a few weeks, but you need to go into hospital. The specialist. So I've got to go into Aussie. And I'm afraid I'll be letting people down because I had a walk to do at the end of this month. It's only an hour's walk. Only an hour. Taking a group of office workers around a certain place. And I think I'll have to cancel it. And he's the son of a very good friend of mine. His whole family was friends of mine, with my family, like neighbours grew up with. And I feel I'll have to see how I am in the next week. Because I can hardly walk. The Bunkers. El Chapo, Action and Adventure on Netflix. Yeah, I haven't watched it. Yeah. Paul Turner. What did you think of Steve Martin? My favourite film was, that's something. That was some film. That was brilliant. Absolutely. But it was typical American, wasn't it? Typical American. American ending. Thanksgiving. Hey, Thanksgiving. I was talking to some American and I said, do you know when Thanksgiving started? But as a clue. And when I told them, they went, wow, is that right? I said, yeah. 1621. First Thanksgiving. That's why they calls it Thanksgiving, because they had a bounty. And believe it or not, that bounty didn't belong to them because they stole the land of the indigenous people with all the crops. Hallelujah, brother, Thanksgiving. Ah, they're still thieving today, aren't they, the Americans? But in different countries. I'll tell you what, let's go and get their oil. Let's go and get their gold. Let's go and get their uranium. How are we going to do that? Let's go and fucking bomb them. Sorry to swear on this wonderful Saturday morning. David Essex, who played. Oh, who did he play? Haven't a clue, says Norman. Haven't a clue, not interested. I'm not being horrible when I say that, I'm not interested. Was it West Ham? West Ham. Is he West Ham? East Ender. Yeah. Most probably. The late John Candy, absolutely brilliant. Uncle Buck is one of my faves as well. Uncle Buck. Fantastic. So funny. Paul, John Candy was brilliant in that. Obviously, trains, planes, and automobiles. And he was great in Uncle Buck. John Candy was great. I've seen him in a film with Dan Aykroyd, The Great Outdoors. Does anyone see that? That was funny. That was funny. John Candy and what's his name? Dan Aykroyd. They played brothers. Annette Bening was in it as well. I like Annette Bening. She's great. She played Dan Aykroyd's wife. TW. What do we think of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels? Yeah. Normally, I don't like Michael Caine, I'm being honest, but he was all right in that. But I'm trying to think of the original Dirty Rotten Scoundrels with David Niven. But anyway, that's that. It's hope you realise I'm in pain here. I've got to get hold of me mate. Not literally get hold of me. I've got to get hold of him too. Who's going the game tomorrow? Is the other one going? Paul Turner, The Jerk with Steve Martin. I'll tell you what was a funny film. With that Martin Shaw and Nick Nolte. I forget what it was called. But most probably one of you have seen it. Where Nick Nolte just comes out of prison. He has to go to the bank, to change, to get some money out. They gave him a check. They gave him a check in the prison, so he has to go to the bank. And he walks in at a robbery, and it was Martin Short. holding up the bike. And he's looking, Nick Nolte's looking at him going, I walked into it. And he goes like that, I want the money. And he's got this, like stuck over his face, nylon. I want the money. And he goes like that, touches the nylon. And the thing just opens, you see his face. Does anyone say I forget what it was called, to be honest? But it was funny. Gary Rigby. Morning, Frank. Morning, Gary. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Gary. Thank you. Calling in. Be Whiz Kid. Thanks to whoever recommended Baby Reindeer. Really enjoyed. There's controversy over that, Lots of controversy over that. Baby Reindeer. Political. What's going on now today? I'm not a fan of Michael Caine, although I do like the Italian Job. I wouldn't watch the original Italian Job, which was superb. There was an actor who's a relative of our family, top Italian actor who's in the original Italian Job. Well, I forget his name, Rafe. Someone. I forget his name. His name escapes me at the moment. But he's a relative of our family. The Italian side of the family, that is. Obviously. Gary Rigby says, you on about funny films today? No. Any films? To be honest, Gary, there's loads. I like Art. Art Rock's a very good film. Yeah. Art Rock is a very, very good film. And it's a mad, mad, mad world. Spencer Tracy. I think that was his last film. Spencer Tracy's last film. Phil Silvers was in. Terry Thomas. Terry Thomas. I loved Terry Thomas. In any film, he was brilliant. And I say, Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool legend. Gary, I like art and Dudley Moore music, and it's Christopher Cross who I like. Mad Max with Mel Gibson. And Oliver Stone's JFK. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I know there's a cracker. There's a cracker. And it's the Whiz Kid. They based Dick Dastardly on Terry Thomas. Dick Dastardly. Dick Dastardly. See what I mean? You see how well and truly he's up to date with films. Even little cartoons. Wasn't that Wacky Races, Lee? Wasn't that Wacky Races? Dick Dastardly. Airplane with Leslie Nielsen. Do you know Leslie Nielsen? He wasn't a funny man, He was a staid person, like You know, he was in an interview and he was trying to be funny and he wasn't. And he came in with one of those, them rupee bags, you sit on and they go, right. And that was his downfall because he wasn't funny at all, Leslie Nielsen. And that was after like those airplane things. Sorry about that. Right. An Australian film called John's Party is a classic I must watch, I'd say. Do you know what? I can't stand the Australian accent. I really cannot stand it. I try to avoid anything Australian. Get out of here! Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about the. Frank, you're in pain, my friends. We all understand if you stop the stream. No, you're taking my mind off it. Thanks, no. You take my mind off it. You won't believe. Because if I just sit down, the pain comes through. I haven't eaten. No, it's a lie. I haven't eaten since Tuesday. Look, bear me out. I was just having cups of tea because I was in such terrible pain. And then yesterday, I was sitting there. The doctor came, the doctor went. And I'm sitting there like a big dope. And I said, I'll have to do something. So, I've gone lazy. I used to be a good cook and, I used to keep things. I used to keep things. Ingredients, get the ingredients. Especially bolognese. Especially bolognese. From the beginning, from the start. All the ingredients I needed to do. Even the red wine. And smoked beef. All this went into it. But I stopped all and just get ordinary, these bloody microwave things or oven. I got a couple of oven things, and I was sitting there yesterday. It's expensive. It's expensive. These little oven meals. I forget what they're called. Brigos or something. Anyway, I don't know what they're called. And I said, I'll have to have this. Put it in the oven. Done it. And I had to force it down. I ate it. I ate it. But that's the only thing I've had. I've had nothing this morning. Just having a cup of tea. Took me tabos. Took me tablets. The wacky races, yeah. Says Lay, yeah. And stop the pigeon. Glad you said that, though. About Terry Thomas. Does anybody ever see a film? One of my favourite actors was in it. Two films. This fella. One where he plays a psycho, and Ray Winston's in it. And Ben Kingsley. Ben Kingsley playing a psycho. Then shows you the versatility of this man. One of the greatest of all actors, Ben Kingsley. And the other one, I forget the title, I forget it, and you think that it was all, like Bin Laden, this fella campaigning until we are going to destroy every American soldier. We are going to destroy every American building. We're going to destroy America. And the CIA, back in Washington or the Pentagon. They're all going, well, so we gotta get these, gotta get him. Let's do a covert. Let's get this guy. And they rush in and get him. And he's an actor. He said, yeah, I was only given, a script. And to stay on a yacht. This is Ben Kingsley. Dead funny. I forget what it was called, anyone can remember. I thought that was funny. He was a serious person, but he was funny and Naked Gun. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of before, Paul. He played drunk, well, Dudley Moore, like a fella, and I was talking to George up at the Everyman, and I said about that fella. I read him about two, and I said, was that fella really drunk? He said, no. He's one of the best drunks, he said. That's why we got him. And I said, that was a cracking film. I said, why didn't you make a follow-up? And he said, well, to be honest, what had happened, both the writer and the director died. That was it. He said, so there couldn't be a follow-up. And there was talk of it as well. Not a shame, because that was a great acting. And you never heard of those girls again, do you? I'll tell you what I was watching last night. I was in bed, I was just lying there. And it was where plastic surgery went wrong. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. I see this woman, I think she's 45. No, 45, come on. No, 42 she was. Picture of her. Beautiful lady. I want to see her now. And there was a Japanese girl. And she went to have something on. She was a pretty girl. Oh, so dreadful, and I mean dreadful. Botched jobs. One girl, she was pretty. And one girl had the forehead just came right over the eyes. Botched. So if you start messing around with your face and all these injections and cutting them, everything. It just fucks everything up, especially on girls. Some girls, come out nice, like that Jennifer Aniston, but Jennifer Aniston doesn't look like Jennifer Aniston, if you know what I mean. Resembles her. And what was that girl's name? Actress. I can see her. She was in that baby, Bridget Jones's Diary. She looks totally different from what she was. Okay. How the hell did I get cold in this weather? How the hell did I get a cold in this weather? I'm supposed to be going to Grady today, says Gary. There's a little thing going around, isn't there? Little thing going around. Like coldy type thing. I was freezing the other, funny enough, I was freezing the night before last. Freezing, absolutely freezing. Going to bed. And I looked at my thermo and it was at 23 degrees. But I was freezing. I think it was because what I had as well. I was absolutely perished. It was like ice. It was all right last night. But geez, horrible. Hang on. Rigby. They are not all like that, Frank. I lived in Melbourne for 2 months. Loved it. I understand, but it's the accent, I'm afraid, Gary. I've got nothing against the Australians, g'day. I've got nothing against them. Honestly, it's just the accent. And there's nice people all over the world. There's nice people all over the world. Really. Bonkers. Dastardly and muttly in their flying machines. Does anyone see those what was it called? The flying machines. Oh, I forget the title, but that was funny. Terry Thomas was in that as well. Terry Thomas. Funny you saying that about Australians, Frank. That Spurs boss, every sentence with mate. G'day, mate. G'day. Not against it. Loads of Italians and Greeks in Australia, says Gary. Yeah. Always wanted to live in Italy. I had an opportunity years ago. I applied for a couple of jobs, one in Rome and the other one was in Messina, and I was accepted. I was accepted, and the Rome one, I was made up because it was at the Lord Byron College, and I got it. I applied and got it. And some personal things came up. Married at the time. I had everything packed and everything. Went over, seeing where I was going to live. Came place. Sorry about that. I don't know why I done it. So anyway, I went over, went to see the accommodation, and it was great. And she decided not to go. I said, look, you go over and see your mum anytime, your dad. It's only 2 hours away. Regretted it. Then, oh, anyway, that was that. Then I applied a few years later for this job in Messina. And I got it. I said, yeah, get over there. Get over there, yeah. Behave yourself. Don't speak with us Australian accent. So I said, okay. So anyway, went over, looked at the accommodation again. Great. And something happened to me. Couldn't go. That's a decline. They're the two of the most regretful things of my life. That's someone asked me, why don't you write your memoirs? A few people have asked me. I said, yeah, thinking about it actually. But, why do these ring? Fucking knowing that I'm on here. Really annoying. Layer cake. I don't like the Al James Bond fella. Daniel Craig. Just don't like. He's a bad actor then. As Yoza would say, I can do that. I interviewed his granddad, Daniel Craig's granddad. This is long before he became. This is long before he became James Bond. And his granddad, he had some story to tell him. He was an officer in the army. He was at Dunkirk. Then got over and he resigned his commission. And then he joined the I don't know what it was first, but let's just say he joined the Navy. Then he was torpedoed, so he resigned that. And then he joined the RAF. He got shot down, and he went into the Channel. He resigned his commission, and he actually became an intelligence, went into intelligence. And his mate was Fleming. Became his mate. Wouldn't believe that. I don't know whether it's ironic or what. And his grandson became James Bond. Daniel Craig. How about that? I believe that, would you? So, tell me. Thank you. I didn't understand plastic surgery on these women. They look worse. Leslie, until she blew her lips up like a rubber dinghy. Yeah. But I was watching a girl last night, and her lips were like that. So she can't bleed through her nose. It was botched. Should have seen it. You know the picture of her. And she had pretty lips. Oh, I'm going to try and catch you. Sickening. Inspector Caruso and Richard Dreyfuss. No, not Richard Dreyfuss. Dreyfuss. Legendary films. Yes. Sellers. Genius. Comic genius. And I took Prince Charles around St. George's Hall. He called me Inspector Caruso. He said, you remind me of one of my favourite film characters. I went, no. He said, Inspector Caruso. I don't know whether to take that as a compliment. That was in a letter he wrote. Got a letter, private letter up. Lost it. Well, I think someone's got it. Belonging to me. Won't give me it back. H.R.H. Charles. Things I've lost. Things I've lost. Homes. Books. I've caught something in work, rash all over my arms and neck because I work outside cutting and strumming grass. Well, you do get little rashes and that. Once you start cutting your grass, you know, for the first time and whatever, there's little things in there, you know, like little bugs that you don't see. You get on you, give you the rash. I knew what you meant. Strimming. I can only think of Harry Kewell, who was Australian to play for the Reds. Not sure what nationality Brad Jones was. He was American, Brad. Craig Johnson. Yeah. Yeah, I know you did. I know you did. Brad Smith was an Aussie. Go for him. Brad Smith. I thought Layer Cake was the one. You couldn't remember the title. Oh, thanks, Gary. No. Craig Johnson. Oh, yeah, that's right, see. I forgot to mention him. I liked Craig Johnson, though. Seen the Kip of him now as well. I think when you got all your, you know, those curly hair things. You know, when they became fashionable. Years later, I think it affected your scalp when you lost your hair. That's my opinion. Paul Sen. Are you thinking of Brad Friedel, Frank? He was, yeah. Thank you. Cheers, Paul. Yeah, he was American. Yeah, Brad Friedel. Bonkers. Craig Johnson, nickname was Skippy. Harry Kewell, Brad Smith, Brad Jones. Yeah, Harry Kewell was married to a girl off Emmerdale. I don't know what's Emmerdale. But I remember he was in an interview, he was sitting with his, his wife, that girl. Yeah, I mean, and I'm not having a go at it. I don't have a go at people, really don't. Jürgen going to get a special send-off to Arne Slot will be announced next week. No, he's announced himself. Norman. He's announced himself. Was it yesterday or the day before? Shocking. Shocking. That's just my opinion, something going on. Let spoilers leave it, eh? I'm the new manager! Let spoilers. Edwards. Julian. Want to come back, Julian? Yeah. That was all preempted. That was preempted. I'm convinced that the owner said, walk away from the club and within 2 years you'll be back. 6 months later, he walks away. 6 months later, Wards walks away. The same. Leaving Jürgen to pick up the pieces. And no one can see that. And isn't it coincidental how they come back together? Did you hear about Amarim? All the thing was done, the negotiation and everything. And the things, the documents there to sign, the contracts, everything. And then their president said, can we have 20 million for our manager? And he said no. He said no. Then the spin started. The spin started against Amarim. He wanted this, he wanted that, he wanted everything. It wasn't like that at all. He was spinning against Amarim. And Paul Joyce the other day started to have digs at Jürgen, him, that prick, Joyce. I'll get behind my team. I get behind my team. No matter who's playing in it, I'll get behind the team. That's all I get behind. I think it's rotten what they've done to her. So I've got no time for fucking Edwards. I've got no time for Julian Ward. Got no time for him. Got no time for Hughes. Got no time for that. Bournemouth, come on! Bournemouth! You want the best, you buy the best. That's my philosophy. If you want the best, you buy the best. That's just me. I'm just an ordinary fan. Been a fan for years and years. Since I was 6 years of age, when I knew what football was all about. 6 years of age, followed. I even used to go away, when you're about 15, 16. I was going to Bury. There's places like that. Go to Bury. It's like walking over the Olive to get to the ground. Never forget that. Hey Rigby, what's your favourite Liverpool film? Gumshoe. Gumshoe. Albert Finney. And the bunkers says he did, confirmed. Thank you, bunkers. You don't do that. Haven't you noticed the last few weeks how everything's coming? It's been preempted. If anyone can't see that. You know, there's an old saying, isn't there? You know, like I'm very political, I'm being honest, and what's going on now. I watch the alternative news, and in fact, I watch the truth rather than the Western press. See, I'm going to do a pod with a couple of lads, and it's about hegemony and how America is ruining the world. Just say this: what's China ever done to you? Please. Let me know on a postcard. I know you should never judge a book by its cover, but in my opinion, he's being too mouthy. Wait until the season ends. Of course, it's all preempt, as I said, Paul. They want to spoil everything for Jurgen. This is why they're having digs now at Paul Joyce, especially over Milner, Henderson, and Bobby. Yeah, I'm going right there. Someone's telling him because he's a nice fella now. He's back in the fold, but he's back in the fold with Edwards, Paul Joyce. He's back in the folds with Edwards. Did you hear about Redmen? Redmen TV? No way, I didn't, Paul. I didn't. I've been in agony. No, I didn't. I don't know what was said, but I got told. Redmen TV. Redmen TV. I don't even know who they are, to be honest. I've seen them. I haven't seen them, but I've seen the thing. Some of our fans usually compare Slot to Klopp because of the way he first pumps the fire. Ah, you're kidding me. Some of our fans compare Slot to Klopp because he does that. Jesus. Oh, no. That. Says it all, doesn't it? Says it all. Says it all. Gary Rigby, Gumshoe, brilliant. Loved that as well. Thank you, Gary. Yanks not interested in trophies, just yeah, that's all. That's for years. That's been said for years. Years. Just soft for lining their pockets. Pricks. Says the team. Yes. Some of it was shot in the old Labour Exchange in Renshaw Street. So yeah, that's The brothers McGregor bred liver birds watching TV at Z cars all from. I was watching. I was watching some, and you know these podcasts, Liverpool, and there's a fella. Don't forget to smash the like button. Before he starts, don't forget to smash the like button. This fella, and he was talking about Welsh. I don't watch him anymore because he hasn't a fucking clue. Sorry to swear. I am sorry, but it makes me blood boil. And have a guess what he calls our bird? I'll tell you. The liver bird. Liver bird. And I went, fuck off. Go. Smash the fucking light. Fucking people. Liver bird. That bread was dreadful. That was awful. She made a good living, Carly. Made a good living. She lived on Thameside, didn't she? Didn't live up here. Fuck all there. Not going to there. Liverpool, Brookside, also Hollyoaks. Don't watch that Hollyoaks. I never ever watched Brothers McGregor. Don't know anything about it or anything. Made me laugh when Jürgen said that the documentary makers wanted to film the last team meeting, and he said no, through to the end. Seems late, this kid. And they picked up on a 2-minute rant, Jamie did. It was a heat of the moment, but he called Jürgen a jet. Yeah, I was told that. Now, I don't care what, Paul, I'm not being funny, but I don't care. I call that fella, he called Liver, not from Liverpool, fuck, every day. But once you call, no matter whether it's the heat of the moment, you do not call Jürgen a German prick. That's why you said it. That's why I won't fucking bother with him anymore. You do not do that. And yes, so he has a right, whoever these Redmen TV are, he has a right to do that. Pick up on it. So he has a right. I was told that. So, you know, whether it's the heat of the moment, has anybody ever heard me calling Jürgen a German prick? Has anybody ever heard me calling Naby Keita or Thiago anything? No. You get behind the lads. You criticise them. I've criticised Jürgen with his mad substitutions throughout the years. Sometimes. People forget what he's done for us. And if there would have been more investment, he would have got a lot more. But to come out and call him a German prick, well, he can fuck off. And you can tell him. Fucking bothered. That upset me, that. Blonde fish with Margie Clark. I know Margie. She's a lovely woman. Margie. Great actress as well. Don't hear of it. Whether she's retired, I don't know. Scully, yeah. But me mate, Harry Schofield. I'm doing something in the summer, and I've got certain people from certain professions, and I'll be talking to them. But this is about the city of Liverpool, and I've got to talk. Outside, it'll be outside, it won't be inside or anything because this is going to be good. And I'm just throwing it on YouTube for people to see. It's going to be good, believe me. I hope so, anyway. We'll be doing that in the summer. Oh, just hope that I'm alright. Just hope that I'm alright. That'll be my final legacy. I know that. Carla Lane comedies crap. Thank you, Gary. Yes. Awful. Awful. You chef Klopp only fish. Klopp only fish pumps the cop, but apparently Slot goes around all four corners of the Feyenoord Stadium and fist pumps. So he's going to be 4 times better than Klopp. So look, he's got a little gift there. Says you, chef. 4 times better. I agree, Frank. It was badly timed, especially at the moment when the majority of fans upset with him leaving. He shouldn't have said that. Not, not, not ever. Was K-Mac on the thing? Was he agreeing with him? Jamie really messed up, says T. Shocking. No loyalty after all Jürgen has done for all. Outsider, you see. Outsider. I remember saying about John Henry saying an email was leaked, if anybody remembers. An email was leaked, and he said, I have to get over it. I've got to travel over to that shithole, Liverpool. And he tried to deny it. He said, oh, well, there must have been someone in the office. No, I mentioned that in the comments on Jamie's. And I took it very, like an insult to me. He said, I want proof. I want proof. So I told him, yeah, okay, fucking proof. Anyway, so, big up bonkers, mate. Big up bonkers. Love our lads, bonkers. And Gary says, Frank, you should be the mayor of Liverpool. I know anyone more passion for the. Did you know that I refused a gong? Hey, did you know that? How many people know that? Years ago, when they were having the first electoral mayor, um, when Joe Anderson got in, some certain person was going around and, canvassing as usual. And he sent for me. He sent for me and said, Do you know you've got 73% of the vote? Put your name in. Put your name forward on Thursday. This was the Tuesday. He said, and you'll become mayor. You'll walk it. Landslide. True that. And I just broke up with my one. And I was living in Francine's. And this friend of mine reported, said, can I have a word with you, Frank? I said, yeah. So I went to see him. He said, Frank, I've heard that, you know, which is brilliant. He said, please don't. Because he told me, he said, and he showed me a headline. He said, yeah, I'll have a look at that. And it was about one of the lads who was going to do through his at it, you know, to be mayor, forget his name. And he said, look, and it was a headline, and you see a picture of a garden shed in, like, say, I don't know, B&Q or something like that. And it said, look at this man. This is his office. Say at B&Q. Or Tasker's or something. He wants to become mayor. This is his office. See, do you know the way they ever go at Liverpool people? And he said to me, he said, I know, I've been listening. He said, some of the reporters, he said, this is why I've called you, Frank. Now a homeless man wants to be mayor. They were working around that headline. He said, it's the smear. He said, it's not you personally. It's just like they like smearing Liverpool people and Liverpool in general. So I couldn't do it. I couldn't put me out. That's in the thing. And that's my story. One do they want me to write to me members? Dad's mate says the monks. Dad says, Frank, when are you going on Jamie's, mate? No, I won't go on it. No, I'm sorry. Dad, listen to me. Please, Dad, listen. Please. Jamie said to me one day, he sent me a message. He said, will you come on the show? I said, yes, sure. Okay. And I said, yeah, I'll be there. So the next, he sent me on the day. He said, oh, I won't be doing the show tonight, Frank. I'm ill. I'm sick. I don't feel too good. I said, all right, no problem. No problem. I said, help comes first. Now, no one realises how bad I am sitting here. Really. I'm a terrible thing. But anyway, that's by the by. So I said, okay. He has a show that night. You know why? It never sent for me. Do you know why? Because he knows my stance on Edwards, and it was the day that Julian Ward was coming back. And they loved him. They think that Julian Ward and Edwards are the Messis and the Mbappes, the Pelés, the Steven Gerrards of football. So no. After that, telling me I'm ill, then as a show, nothing right there. Nothing right there. And once he called, I won't even look at his show anymore. And once he called Jürgen a German prick, that's the end. That finishes me with it. Finishes. Don't forget, what he said. I want proof to me. So we know everything goes on in London. You say everything. Not these little fucking leaks that come out in this city. He was on another podcast, Big Bad Monty's, I think it's called. No K-Mac Coppish was on. Redmen TV called Jamie Wally of the Week after his comments. Yeah. Called Jamie. Redmen TV called Jamie Wally of the Week after his comments. Yep. Once you start calling, listen, these people, what about the people who call us Scousers? Discrimination, that's racism against the citizens of Liverpool. In your Liverpool slums. Bin dippers. Not all outsiders are. No, I never said that. I'm not from the city, but I've supported the team over 50. No, I didn't say that. I just said outsiders. Not all. I don't tarnish everyone with the same brush, but I do know. Not all. But nevertheless, who's been saying these things are outsiders. Outsiders. There's nothing else I can say. I can't say, oh, they're from, hang on, I can't say that. They're outsiders. But I don't tarnish them with the same brush every year. I've got a mate who comes, black lad. He comes over from America to go to the game and goes out for a bevy with me, and he stays here with me. Brian Fennell. Know what I mean? Other lads as well. So, Lee, honestly, mate, they're not like that. Not like that. Frank, I think everyone is brainwashed to hate Liverpool. I can't repeat some of the things I've heard in comments. It's upset me. Yeah. To hate Liverpool. Says Gary Lee. They don't know anything about Liverpool, Frank. They call it, yes, because they think they have to, but they've never seen Wooton, Allerton. They've never seen the city centre. They don't know that Liverpool has been voted not by pricks from this country, but internationally, the 7th best place on earth to live, Liverpool. The 7th best place in the world to live, Liverpool. Think about that. And these are Liverpool supporters as well, come out with this. We just support the team, fuck them Scousers. We're not fucking thick. Believe you me. We stick together. We're a family. I was surprised to see K-Mac on the podcast on Thursday, Frank. He's all for, listen, I never fucking put him on. One of the guests did, and he's been told off privately. So Paul, honestly, yeah. Oh, I know, yeah. He's an asshole. It's the way it is. I get private messages on my fucking phone coming through. What the fuck are you having him on for? But he won't be coming on again. Frank, you missed it last night. Jamie said he is live tomorrow during the game. Watch along. I don't know what all this fucking watch along is, to be honest. What is it? I watched the game. I don't want anyone be telling me what's fucking going on. I watched the game. I was in the city on Wednesday and there were billboards of Jürgen everywhere, says Paul said. Yeah. Yeah. The situation's most intolerable. About Jürgen, about the German, yes. Most intolerable. Still having on my telly, hung up, you know. Fuck's sake. I was yeah, says Paul. Yusuf, cities like Manchester, Leicester, Birmingham, and other areas have more poverty. Don't get away. Don't get why fans of clubs from those areas sing about Liverpool slums. I know. Let's say Liverpool, and it goes back to the 80s, you know, with Thatcher. Because they used to tell jokes about, please, you know, they did, you know this, about Pakistanis and the Irish. Did you hear about the two, Paddy and Mick? So they were told to stop it because it was discrimination. Tell a joke about Liverpool. That's how it came. So they've been not telling jokes, been slagging Liverpool off ever since. And believe that from the 80s, what was said. Yeah, people abroad have no prejudice against us. It hasn't been drummed into them. I know. I can tell you a few stories when I've been abroad, actually. I can. And about Liverpool, it's lovely. And it's not just the Beatles and football, by the way. I think Liverpool is a beautiful city, and when it comes to friendliness, the rest of the country should learn a lot from Scotland. Well, yeah, Lee, the thing is, Liverpool's been voted, besides the 7th best place to live in the world. Unless Jamie Phillips is on here saying, I won't prove. Joke. Being voted the most friendliest and warmest place in the country. There you go. Ian McKay. Afternoon, Frank, and everyone. Hope everyone is okay. Oh, there's been Merza. Merza. That's unbelievable. Anyway. Jürgen's face everywhere in town. It's boss. Winds up the bitter blues as well. Can't beat it, boy. It's Ian McKay. Mark Simons, Liverpool 7th with Tokyo 8th. Rome 9. Let that sink in. Thank you. Fucking me. Rome is my favourite city in the world. Rome. Love Rome. And if you ever stream Tokyo, you know, there's a drone that goes around both day and night. Fucking watch that. Unbelievable. And yet, Tokyo 8th and Rome 9th. Let that sink in, says Mark. He lives in Gibraltar. Joking, Mark, you know. Oh, yeah, and let that sink in. That's fantastic. Look at this. The ship's cat. The ship's cat. Meow. Scout's power. Scout's cat's rule. Oh, oh. So you just love this. So you just love this. Norman, I would like to know why National Football Museum in Manchester, Liverpool has more European trophies than them, including Everton Cup winner, yeah, in '85. I wouldn't go near it. Everything is Manchester. They're trying to take everything away from Liverpool, you know that. Historically, Liverpool fucking fed Manchester. Do you know that? I know that. And no one can tell me any different. Manchester. Manchester. Sorry. You know, there's nice people in Manchester. I'm not having a go at them, you know, just the ordinary people. Some nice people there. But having said that, I always remember a few years ago when you know the licenses on cars, you know, your number plates, they wanted the N to be registered. You know, all cars around the Northwest registered in Manchester. That would have been, you know, we have had a letter N on our registration things, and the cars told to fuck off. Not having that. And they're also trying, don't forget, 0151, us. They're 0161. They try to change the 0151 for them and put us back. This is how bad they are. But it's not them as well, it's the government. Always trying to undermine Liverpool. And I can't get over the Evertonians as well. And some of them go fucking along with it. Honestly. Just anything to do with Liverpool, whether it's sports, whether it's anything, it's fucking hate us. Because we say what we mean. We stick together. No better feeling than driving back home to Liverpool and seeing that sign at the Rocket. No place like it. Yeah, Rocket coming down. Yeah, that's pride there. I'm very proud of this city. I know the ins and outs of it. I know the history. I know the ins and outs of history. People you've never even heard of. You should be up there. You know, people don't realise that we had a zoo in 1831. No one else has a zoo. A fellow named Atkins, he said, I'm going to bring all these mad animals over, you know, these big things. For the zoo, it's Shield Park, Shield Road there, Mount, 1831. The likes of an 1801, get onto this. William Roscoe opens up a botanical gardens. No one else ever had one. A botanical gardens in 1801. Think about that, just two little things. Two. Loads more besides. Paul said, I understand that there's a bar, Jagen's, yeah. I hope the owners don't change the name and they leave it as it is, as a tribute to him. They are thinking of they will change it. Could be slots. Think about that. There's no loyalty, mate, in business. But I fight dirty and verbal sense and shut the people up, says the ship's cat. Yeah. Is right, the ship's cat. Is right, lad. Is right. Ian, Paul, they are changing the name, mate. It's staying as yet. Oh, good. They are changing the name. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Unless it's, someone's heard something differently and says, yeah, we will change. Thatcher started a lot of hate for the city. Imagine siding with Thatcher, idiot. Yeah, I said that, didn't I, Gary? Started it all. Marriage decline. Starved us of budgets. I know loads. I don't think Derek Hatton did us any favours either, says Gary. He went Dexy. I could say a few things, but he did his best, But the only downfall was this with him. He did it, honestly, he did his best. He fought everywhere to get us a budget. And he had to go to Japanese banks. Couldn't go, Europe wouldn't fucking do anything. Because of the European Union's against Liverpool, I don't know whether you're aware of that. I follow these pricks. They're all for them. Never mind who they're for. I don't like Brussels. I don't fucking like Brussels. They're horrible people. Unelected. Brussels, unelected. Van der Leyen. Horrible person there. Corruption. She's. I think there's investigation for corruption with her. No, I don't think there is investigation for corruption with it. They're all corrupt. I don't think Derek Hatton did us any favours. Yeah, it was ours on him. And but what I didn't like was, the Swiss land just putting cars there and taking the money. I've been to a real sun centre, says the ship's cat. Oh, well, that's nice. Well, that's good, Ian. I'm really pleased to hear that. Thanks for letting me know. You never woke up, says Paul Turner. That is not changing the name. I'm sick of Manchester getting credits for things that are Liverpool origins. Yes. They tried to steal. Honestly. They never tried to steal it. They were fucking stealing it. And it was the oldest steam locomotive in the world. steam locomotive, the oldest. They said it was theirs. And have you noticed they tried to say the Manchester to Liverpool Railway, first in the world? The Manchester to Liverpool Railway. It was Liverpool lads who did it. Liverpool investment that did it, not fucking Manchester people. And they still tried to do it. But as the ship's cat says, how many titles have United? And what are you going on about the ship? Please, what are you going on about? How many have they won combined? You know, EFC and LFC. You know, more than LFC and EFC. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know what you're going on about there, mate. Liverpool, hang on, I've met many sound monks, but obviously some are bellends, says the ship. Well, I don't understand why you came up with that comment. How many? What are you trying to say? How many combined? I don't understand that. Really? I don't understand why you said that. Steve Evans. Hello, lovely people. How you, Steve? How you, Steve, mate? Can't stand Manchester. Don't get a warm welcome like you do in Liverpool, says Paul said. Kendall bagged 2 with little money. Oh, so you're a blue. Okay. I was wondering why you came out and said, I just wondered why. Anyway, Dead Man's Shoes, Longo Friday, Gumshoe. Yeah, I said Gumshoe before. The Longo Friday is the best British film. But the Gumshoe, someone said about Liverpool. I said Gumshoe. But yeah, the Longo Friday, best British gangster film ever. I enjoyed Manchester's nightlife in the early 90s, says the ship's cat. Pretty good. No one enjoyed it better than me, and I wasn't in Manchester. I used to go to the Iron Door. Iron Door. Wow. Oh, the LFC Aaron. I liked Aaron. Hi, Frank. Hiya, Aaron. Gary Rigby. I can name everything Manchester stole off Liverpool, but it would take too long. We fed them, as I said. I was on Sky Sports. I was on Sky Sports twice, actually. And it was about the rivalry between Liverpool and United. Anyway, I was talking about it. Then they asked me to go on again. They said, was the rivalry between the cities besides football? I said, yeah. I said, without Liverpool, Manchester wouldn't have been Manchester. How come? I said, because our docks fed them. And the little satellites around Manchester, cotton, without Liverpool. Yours are just folded with the cup. You went, oh. Liz Golden. Morning, good people. Morning, Liz. Welcome. Not lovely. Hi, Liz. Says Alan. Hi, Alan. Listen, yeah, City fans mocking Bobby Charlton. Yeah, well, that's typical Manx for you, mate. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. They mock us. They mock Hillsborough. I must survive. Mock us. Think I've got time for them? No, no time. No time for any of them. One thing Monkey doesn't get are the cruise ships. We did. Charlie Wood. Hello, Frank. I always forget about this pod. I like sprouts, though. I do. I love sprouts. I really do. I really do. Aaron, are you at the game tomorrow, Frank? I can't walk. I've got to go into Aussie. Aaron, been carted away to hospital in a few weeks. I can't walk. Something's wrong with me. The doctor came out. He said, "Can you come up to the city?" I said, "I can't." I said, "I can't walk. I can't go." I said, "I'd have to get a taxi." I said, "I can't even walk to the taxi." He said, "Okay." Came down, examined me. He examined me. He said, "I forgot my gloves, you know, those plastic gloves they wear." I said, "There's some in the drawer there." He said, "Oh." I said, "You can have them." He said, "When did you get there?" I said, "I got them through COVID." I said, "We've been there since." Someone brought me a, bunch down. He said, "Oh," he said, "No, I said, take them." I said, "I'll be using them." Really lovely fella he was. I said to him, "You should be in Hollywood, you making films rather than being a doctor coming out of the likes of me." He's laughing his head off. So I can't go, Aaron. Wish I could. Tasty and good for you, our sprouts. Do they really? Yeah. It's like broccoli. Like broccoli comes from Italy. Italia. Cubby broccoli. James Bond thing. Put your two and two together, boys, and come out with four, nothing else. In 1974, when they changed the boundaries, they should have called us Greater Liverpool and left Mank in Lancs and expanded. Gary, you're so right. And I was at a fringe meeting in the 90s, 97. General election was looming. And John Prescott. That's it. I was at a fringe meeting with him. And he said, "Once we get into power," he said, "I'll keep my promise by saying Liverpool will have a second runway. I promise you that." Prescott. And when we never got it off him, you know what he said? "Oh, I gave it to him, just get on with it." That's what he said. To us. In Prescott. Just get on with it. He's already been starved through Thatcherism. We need someone like El Salvatore. Yeah, need it. I wrote email to Steve Rotherham, but no reply regarding this. It's very hard to get hold of Steve or anyone else for that matter. Charlie the Wood. Doesn't that go the other way? I always love Sprouts, which is, I suppose, it's a job for a cat, but I'm a weird muggy at times. Oh, what are you like? I don't know what you're going on, mate. Please stop it. Oh, Dylan, yeah, thanks, Steve. Thanks, mate. How you, Dylan? Good lad, Dylan. That's Steve's son, by the way. That's Steve's son. The Red Machine. Does anyone see Klopp's Insta post? No. Insta post, no. Great documentary on LFC TV about Liverpool Manchester rivalry called Them and Us. Them and Us. Oh, okay, Frank. Sorry about that. Hope you get better soon. So do I, Adam. Really do. Gonna go right down now, lads. Just gonna go right down, finish up. Oh, lovely. Liz says, Frank, I really hope you get the help you need. Getting old, oh, all right. Getting old is a bitch. I'm just getting my arm back from a stroke. Thing is, you see, I had to lift something, and I strained all my groin. I'm not telling you what the doctor came, where he was, and he said, you'll have to go into hospital, get that seen to. But he mentioned this specialist. He said, you'll have to see him. He said, but he won't be here for a few weeks. He said, you really need to go into hospital. I said, am I going now? He said, no. He said, you'll have to wait for the specialist in a few weeks. See, that's how run down the NHS is, unfortunately. It's the way it is. And Liz, honestly, with your stroke and that. I'm just getting my arm back, obviously through physio. I broke my neck years ago, and the neurologist said on your left-hand side, as you get older, it'll progressively go worse. Then all of a sudden, I think it was through the COVID years where we're in lockdown, where we shouldn't have been in lockdown. You could have been arrested if you were seen about control, if you like. And I just couldn't move, just sat there. And you just seize up. And that's what happened to me. I became institutional in my own. It's mad that. But anyway, I've got this limp now, as the neurologist said. That's what will happen to you. I've got this thing, believe it or not. Honest, I've got a thing. That's me right now, right? And every time I text, or even using this bloody mouse, I get this pain, and it goes from there, right there, right there, and it goes down, right down, right down to there, right? The pain is horrendous, but it goes down to my neck, and then it comes down here to my left elbow, and that's where it is. Oof. So, in other words, I'm falling to bit, falling to bit. But the only good thing is, with my grandkids, I've seen all games, with them. Not all games, but I've seen games with them, with my grandkids, and that's all that I wanted. And seen the Southampton Cup game with my little granddaughter Sophie. So I was made up with that. That's it. And Frank, where's JK? Where's JK? He couldn't make it today. He was working. And tomorrow, he'll be with us tomorrow. We're doing a post-match tribute and that. 9:30 tomorrow evening. And we're doing a very special one, which is a tribute, not tomorrow night, to Jurgen Klopp. That's being organised as we speak. Oh, I broke my neck 20 years ago. I found I've had 4 surgery. The stroke is from the fibromuscular dysplasia. Oh, Liz. Oh, Liz. Well, when I fell, when I broke it, I'll try and explain how it is. My thing. Right. Spinal cord. Right, spinal cord. That's your spinal cord. Then you've got your vertebrae down, right down here, to protect the spinal cord. The 4th vertebrae up here, let's put it this way, this vertebrae, 4th, is pressed into my spinal cord. Pressed into my spinal cord. Kill me like that anytime. That's the way it is. It's the way it is. Lovely, Liz. It's all good. I'm grateful. I broke mine on a trampoline. Whoa. Uh, they wanted me, they said, look, do you want to go in for, this is me, do you want to go in for the operation? This is this neurologist. And I said, yeah. He said, well, and he gave me 20 and 80%. I said, I'll do it then, that's no problem. He said, are you understanding what I'm saying? And I went, and what he said was, now I thought he meant 20%, that you could come out like Christopher Reeve, Superman, paraplegic. The 80% you'd be all right. That's what he said. Joking. He said, no, 80% you could come out like Christopher Reeve, a paraplegic. Your voice would be gone. Because what we have to do, we have to go through your voice box. He said to get to your vertebrae, to push it out. He said, but the damage could already be done. So it's a waste of time. That was it. Well, this the Paul Meacham is in Football Focus studio. We'll all watch that, ladies and gents. I'm doing one. I don't watch BBC, albeit I pay a license. It's a propaganda machine and everything. So I don't watch them. Never have done. I take a stance against all these. Don't watch any news, ITV, BBC, I don't phone me. I'll tell lies. All want you and you believe it. Unfortunately, I know. See comments and everything. And I'm surprised that some Liverpool people actually, Liverpool, like as you know, I'm a survivor. And remember the press at the beginning, bang, the truth from that lot. I've never trusted a paper what they say since. Ever trusted. I don't watch Frank only for the football. Yeah, that's fine. And all this wokeness as well. I'm sorry to come out with that. All this wokeness as well. This is absolutely ridiculous. I don't watch snooker either. Don't watch anything, to be honest. I only watch Liverpool. I used to love boxing because I come from a family of boxers. Even my grandson's a cage fighter. I don't believe. So I don't. That's just football, Liverpool for me. Liverpool saved my life. It saved me from apathy in the 80s. And it saved you as well from apathy in the 80s. If you're an 80s fella, that is, and girl. Saved you from apathy. Football, Liverpool Football Club, and Everton to a certain extent. We could look forward to the weekend. And we did. We won European Cup, leagues, FA Cups, doubles. Anyway. I never pay my license. Be after you. The ship's never will. Never have, never will. Honestly, good for you, lad. Tony 77. Absolutely, Frank. Unfortunately, the majority are brainwashed by the propaganda. Tony, honestly, God, what's going on? Not saying where, and they're believing it. They're believing it. And you can't believe it. You've got 3 countries that the world hate. Well, the West, not the world. The West hate. Now, those 3 countries have never, ever done anything to me. Ever, 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 ever. And yet, but it's the Americans and the UK want you to hate them for some reason. Well, I know the reason. That's the way it is. Who wins tonight, Frank, Usyk or Fury? Would like to hazard a guess, to be honest. Fucking show. It's Jürgen Klopp, look. Hello, Jürgen.
Wie geht's dir? Jürgen's coming to say bye to you guys, you know?
Yeah, of course, yeah. He said, hey, Frank, how'd you get into your house? And I went, it's all secure. So you have to press the bell, you know. So I gave him the number and pressed the bell. So he said, all right, I'll be up in a moment.
So weird. I think he likes a brew. Living here.
Yeah, hang on. Big up JK.
Bless,
Says
bro.
Aaron. Leader Whiz Kid. Bless up,
Bless
JK.
me.
Ian McHale. Here's JK. All right,
Bless
mate.
Ian. Bless Daz.
JK.
Bless, bro.
Not nice.
Bless, Paul.
Paul Turner as well.
Good lads.
Hello, JK.
Bless,
So
Paul.
as soon as you come on,
Mm-hmm.
loads of things come up. Loads of messages.
So
It shows you how popular I am, doesn't it?
yeah. Now we've got good guys in our comments. Always have proper
Yeah, of
supporters, you
course.
know. Proper
Of
supporters.
course. We're talking about one of the lads put up about Jamie Phillips calling Jürgen a German prick. And the Redmond TV, I don't know who the Redmond TV is, I'll be honest, you know, and had a go at him for saying it.
Mm-hmm.
And Jazz said to me, will you ever go on a show? I said, no. Not once. Well, once that happens, no. Once that happens, you know,
Yeah,
calling
respect is
him.
important. Yeah, respect is important. I think a lot of our fans don't believe, like the owners and stuff, but you will never hear it from our mouths calling them that. You know, there's a form of respect that is in the football game that we need to keep. We can't go the way Arsenal fans and Man United fans have gone in football in the last 10 years,
Yes.
taking the club down. We don't want that in our club fan base. Respect. We're all family, you know. We're all family.
Yeah. Liz Golden, what is your favourite Klopp memory?
Mm-hmm.
You can't even. What we're doing, Liz, we're having a special thing about Jürgen, you know, in the next week or so. I'm not quite so sure. We haven't sorted it. And this will all be coming out about favourite memories. But you just can't pick one, really. There are so many. There are so many. There's like, I don't know, it's just madness, you know. So, yeah, look at Alisson's goal. Remember Alisson? When he was it against West Brom and he went so header goal last minute.
Yep.
That's a great memory.
That was a good moment.
Barca game. Dortmund. I'm loving it. So you see, you know, there's loads. There's millions of them. And that's the way it is.
The 7-0 against United.
7-0 against Man U. And 5-0 up there as well.
Up there as well. So there's loads. There's loads of, yeah. Man City, what was it? 3-1 or 4-1? That's the last one from the
3-0 down here. We ended up beating them 5-1.
Yeah. That was mad. That was a good time. That was a good time.
But we didn't expand. We didn't invest.
Yeah.
We just did not invest. And that was our if you'd have invested, you'd have had a lot more.
I think 2 big signings in that window after the Champions League win was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer, you know. Showed the world we're on top, you know. As a businessman, you want to be on top of the world in your business. Yeah. So for me, the owners haven't done that with us. You know, they haven't put us in a position where they kept us at the top, you know. They put us at the top for a little bit via Klopp, but they didn't keep us there. That was the thing.
Yeah. Unless, you know, Liz Golden, Klopp hugs are my favourite. Liz, you haven't had a hug off me, sweetheart. I'm the most hugger. I've been voted the best hugger in the world. Liz, hugger. Hugger. Once you've had a hug off me, you melt. If you look like, oh, away. Oh, that was good. Yeah, the ship's cat. Munich was nice for Jürgen personally as a German.
Yeah, that was big for him. That Mane goal. That were the days. That little turn he did, got it in. I was like, yo.
Do you know the header by by Virgil?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see? You just see him bringing his head back and going buff.
Right. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
On the ball by Mo for that header by Mane.
Mm-hmm. Boom. I knew Mane shouldn't have gone Munich. He shouldn't have gone there.
No.
I think it was a wrong move. Wrong move.
Yeah, bad. Yeah. Ian McHale winning the Club World Cup was my highlight. Something we had never won. World champions. Thanks, Jürgen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying about Klopp, yeah. He got the players and the club to them positions. And I always say a final is up to the players. You know, the manager's got you there and stuff, and it's the players' job now for the next 90 minutes or so to get that job finalised, you know.
Yes.
Like, what else can Klopp say to you? You know the score. It's the final of the Champions League. We do not need to tell you no tactics. We don't need to tell you anything, Virgil. Whoever's playing in that game, you know. I think sometimes the finals, we sort of let ourselves down. But if we sort of got a few more world-class established players in the club, we would have won more, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And yeah, let's just go down these and we come to this one. And he's so right. We'd never won the Club World Cup, says the ship's cat. So I buzzed off that big time. We all did.
Yeah.
CWC Club World Cup. Yeah. Uh, I saw us lose to Independiente as a youngster, and we played awful and lost 1-0. So grabbing that was greatly appreciated. And this one, JK, we never replace Jenny Ronaldo, and we didn't. Have you gone again?
No, I'm just thinking like we just sort of let him go, you know.
We didn't replace him. It's as simple as
Yeah,
that.
I think like he was a vital part of the squad. Like the
So,
Champions League game, he didn't start that game. He came on as a sub and scored 2 goals, you know.
yep,
So, but for me, he was the guy you could rely on, you know, and letting him just go. And I think his wages were great at the time. So we could
no,
have upped his wages, gave him another 2-year contract, 3-year contract, whatever it
yeah,
was, you know. He was a good little midfielder. Um, yeah, they've made mistakes on the way, you know. Him, Adrian, not Adrian, Mello, Arthur Mello, just getting him in.
Carmelo, yeah,
These sort of things, you know, like Endo this year, 60 million pound gamble. Could have gone pear shaped, but he's actually stepped up and he's probably out of the signings, did the best job that we got in, you know, for the midfielders. Him, McAllister, them two.
yeah. Champions of everywhere, England, Europe, the world, says Lee. That's well summed everything up.
Mm-hmm.
That sums everything up from Lee the Whiz Kid.
And who can say that? Arsenal, United, they can't say that, you know.
Now,
And we did it recently. We did it recently, not so long ago. We did that.
yeah,
So
and we're getting rid of the man. We are getting rid of him. He's not leaving us. We're getting rid of him.
yeah, that's all
I remember the
pre-planned.
night.
Yeah.
I remember the 1981 European Cup final in Paris. Stalemate. But I don't remember the Flamengo game in a few months later. That's mad. That I just you hardly remember these things. I think it was the mentality at that time. What Shankly said about the league being your bread and butter. Bread and butter. Yes, it's that bread and butter. The league title. I think that was still in our mentality. Klopp took us to the pinnacle, and now FSG in their infinite wisdom decide to replace him with a Moneyball setup. I've said it all the time. It's like politics. Hegemony. America wants to go everywhere and get the resources. They want to go everywhere. I'm being political here. It's what you call hegemony. And these are hedge funders. And that's what they want to do. Look at the franchise they've got now. They want another football club, golf, ice hockey, NFL. Well, wait till wait till our price go up, then they'll buy it NFL. Moneyball is an expression that I've come to loathe. But people, having a clue, people who don't know about Moneyball and hedge funding, having a clue, and they just think everything's all right.
That's the thing, bro. Moneyball works to an extent, but to keep that Moneyball system.
Yeah. Charlie Wood, FSG don't like giving new contracts to older players. We got Thiago, who was totally different to Ronaldo, not suited to the physical game, which is why he's always injured. And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up there. Norman, because from Thiago, Liverpool hadn't signed a midfielder for 4 years. after the signing of Thiago. 4 years. And I've been screaming out for their midfielders before the beginning of this season. That is, for years, I was screaming out. And that was when we were winning Champions League and the Premiership. But they never did. The trip to Japan was a giant. We didn't take it seriously. Yeah, you're right there, says LFC. That's a good point. I know loads of lads who go on the Wilcox tours. They go everywhere. Home and abroad. Never miss a game. And they have a good belly. Why not? They're just happy with top four, not trophies, says Paul Terry. Yes. Thiago, yeah. Flamenco, full of great Brazilians, Zico and the like. IOP, says Liz Gold. Liz, you come around to me. We can hug and we can hop together, because that's right. The pick of Jaeger and outfields with all the trophies on show and every staff member at the club is brilliant. Have a great day all, says our lovely Liz. Liz, have a great day. Thank you for joining us. And Norman, we're the greatest club in the world, and yet we're run by cowboys. I couldn't put it any better. And TW, we were going through a transition in 1981. Clem and others had gone after Paris final. Yeah. And leader Wizkid. Right, I'm off to watch Liverpool Wigan beat Leicester. Take care, you'll never walk alone. Thank you, Lee. See you later, boys and girls. Anyway, finishing now. Being on for since half 10. JK's gone. He's gone. He's a very good friend of Elon Musk, and I think he's going on that Planet X thing, SpaceX. I think he's going to go to Mars, do a couple of orbits around Mars, come back, see what it's all about, whether you can breathe up there. So it's just for me, people. Thank you so much, and hopefully see you all tomorrow, 9:30. 9:30. If you can choke back our tears, that is. Thank you so much. See you later. Ciao. Thanks for joining me this morning, by the way. I really appreciate it.